Awesome. Hope you're having an amazing day, dude. Okay, let's carry on. Wait, you have to cut the cigar before. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I wonder if they will bring up fruit
So when it
juice.
comes to non-alcoholic pairings, there's a ton of great options. Most people gravitate toward coffee, espresso.
As a matter of fact, I am drinking coffee this very second. Give me a sec. Excuse me. Ah, that was delicious.
Some people like tea, cola, ginger beer. Today we're doing something a little different, right, Maz?
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of requests, as you know, for pairings that are non-alcoholic, right? Maybe the people out there, it doesn't fit with the regimen during the week. They want to enjoy a cigar, they want to enjoy a pairing, right? But they don't want to be drinking alcohol. Or they're part of the sober community, which we have mad respect for, right?
Yes.
So, you know, and there's
I
like,
am that sober
everyone
community.
has their own favorites. You know, as you mentioned, obviously the top hit for sure, coffee, espresso, colas, even that cherry cola with the name Doctor at the very front. A lot.
Dr. Pepper or Dr. Cole? What? I'm confused. I don't know what drink those is. I don't drink fizzy or any sort of carbonated drink. I'm 100% a milkshake and fruit juice guy.
A lot of
That's just
people
me.
always hit me up and they're like, hey, that's my favorite non-alcoholic pairing. But today we are doing something a little different. So today we did some research, the guys behind the scenes did some research, and we found out a few non-alcoholic beverages that are really kind of focused on flavor. Of course,
Okay.
no booze, no alcohol in them, but they'll allow us to kind of challenge our palate, pair some cigars with them, and see what these beverages actually have to offer.
Yeah, I'm very excited to try them. I mean, I've never heard of any of these.
Honestly, I've never heard of any of those before. They all just look like booze bottles to me. But it seems that, well, my uncultured side is showing once again.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
So today we're starting out with a non-alcoholic
Yeah.
aperitif called Guia.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
So for those of you who are not familiar with aperitifs, it's meant to be had maybe before dinner, maybe to open an evening, right? So, you know, a very famous one with alcohol in it is a Negroni. And obviously to even look at this Guia,
It looks like a berry fruit punch. Yeah, it looks like one of those.
beautiful color, right? Excellent color. You smell it. It has the kind of like a tart note to it,
Floral notes.
right? Floral notes to it.
I don't even know what floral notes means, but okay. I want to taste something. That looks delicious.
And I have to say, it's first of all, it's refreshing.
Very
Right?
refreshing.
It would be great. I mean, for sure in the summer.
Yeah,
No doubt.
absolutely.
Right? Sitting poolside.
Nothing in the summer beats the fresh, ice cold cup of 100% pure orange juice. For me, that is tip top refreshing. It is unbeatable.
Maybe smoking a cigar and having this, but I like the fact that it's really complex, right? There's a lot of layers of flavor to
Yeah,
it.
there's a lot going on.
And then what I really love about it, it's not sweet. Even though, you know, we mixed it with some tonic, I thought
I actually don't even know what tonic is. Well, what is tonic? We back? Awesome, man, awesome. Can someone explain to me what tonic is? I'm stupid.
it would come off as maybe semi-sweet.
Right.
To me, it's tart and refreshing.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
what
tonic
tart
was
is
the-
either.
was the pick. I mean, I don't think club soda would have done this justice. I mean, again, if you want something more bitter, then yeah, but that tonic was perfect, I think.
It probably balances it out really well. I mean, obviously, you could try it.
What if you have it raw? What would it taste like then?
Taste is personal. We always talk
Sure.
about cigars, beverages. But yeah, I think the combination of the Gia with this tonic water really sets it off. It really pops. It's really nice and refreshing. So Foch, speaking of cigars, what are you smoking?
So today I
What are you smoking?
chose the La Roma de Cuba, Connecticut. You know, being that we were going to
Ooh.
have something,
It looks like a Vienna.
you know, something to enjoy early in the day, I decided to go with the La Roma de Cuba, Connecticut. You know, because I think it's that perfect cigar for you know, early morning, early afternoon. Got a lot of nice notes to it that pair well with the bitterness. You know, it's very rounded, very smooth, very creamy. A little bit of
What do you mean creamy? Doesn't all cigars and cigarettes just taste like burnt tobacco? Or am I missing something?
spice, and it goes very well with the drink we're having today.
Yeah, I mean, just as a backup plan, I chose the Arturo Fuente 858 Natural, which uses a Cameroon
Bro sounds like he was listing off some kind of computer hardware with that name.
wrapper. and I wanted to see how well it paired with this, the aperitif that we're trying. And I have to say, I think the La Roma de Cuba Connecticut, of course, I've smoked that many times. I think that's like the perfect choice for this aperitif because I get a lot of butterscotch from that cigar. With the Arturo Fuente, Cameroon does have nice natural sweetness to it as
Hold
well.
up, butterscotch? Do you guys flavor your cigars? What's going on here?
But I get a little bit more little bit more spice out of the 858 than I do the Connecticut.
Okay.
So if I'm going to start the evening off, it's going to be this Gia. We're going to sit down. We're going to crack some tonic water, pour it into a glass, and that La Roma de Cuba Connecticut is going to start our evening off perfectly.
Interesting.
So, Foch, for our next non-alcoholic beverage, we
Ooh,
chose
look
the
at the next
Sea
one.
Lip Spice 94. Nice botanical, beautiful aroma, nice light notes, very delicate.
What is up with these guys pouring the glass half full, and even sometimes like a quarter? You pour a glass of juice or a glass of anything in this house, it's got to be filled to the top.
I get notes on the nose of clove, definitely some citrus like lemon there,
Ooh, citrus
maybe
is
a
good.
little melon, right? But it definitely smells delicate. And on
Smells
the
like
palate,
me.
it's even more delicate than the way it smells. Very florally. I get a little bit of cucumber now, and that clove note that I had on the nose kind of goes away. Definitely more like allspice.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about the pairing?
I mean, I think it's a perfect pairing. I'm like thoroughly enjoying it. It's a very delicate beverage, but I'm smoking a cigar that
What does distilled aromatic botanicals even mean? Also, can I just point out just how lovely this logo looks? Like we got all these little plant pieces and acorn here. It looks almost kind of like some sort of a dog or a fox. I think that looks just really neat.
has, great, wonderful flavor.
I imagine Fasali knows 10, maybe even 100 times more about this topic than I do. Maybe this was a we act for Fasali.
In the 858, Cameroon wrapper, Dominican fillers. It has a little whisper of spice, kind of like, that sweet cedar note you get from Cameroon. But I really enjoyed the delicate notes in this, in this beverage. As a matter of fact, like it's something like if you wanted to make a mocktail with, I think it would add some elements of flavor to it.
Right.
So,
Yummy.
what do you think of it overall, as far as like just neat the way we're drinking it? What do
Yeah,
you,
I mean, I think you paired it perfect. I mean, this goes great with it, but
Nice
I think
emote
that
to Sally.
sweetness from that Cameroon wrapper would, offset those botanicals, that spice, that clove. If I would have picked a cigar, not having this drink before, I probably would have picked the 858. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I get all that spice. I'm not a big clove fan, so I'm getting a lot of clove from this.
Yeah.
So it's something that I probably wouldn't pick up again, not having this before.
not neat. Yeah, anyway, you might try it in a mocktail.
Yeah, I might try it in a mocktail,
Right.
to see how it fares. But, for me, the clove turns me off a little bit.
I get.
I actually don't know what clove tastes like. Chad, am I basic? Oh no.
So for me, I like this beverage quite a bit. I mean, obviously, if you're not a fan of cloves, like you're not, you might want to avoid it. But I actually enjoy the way it pairs with this 858 natural. If you're looking for other pairings that I think it would go well with, like the Ashen Aged Maduro, which has a lot of natural sweetness, but
Right.
not a lot of strength.
Yeah.
I think would pair really well with this beverage as well, because there's floral notes and the sweetness of the Maduro wrapper would really kind of like pair up well and kind of marry well.
Yeah, I'd like to try it with the La Roma de Cuba Reserva, which again is one of my favorite
I've never even heard of
cigars.
all these cigars.
Listen, I know you love that blend, but in my opinion, I think this is so delicate. I think the Reserva might be a little much.
Okay.
I mean, but that taste is personal.
Right.
But again, you don't know till you try. I mean, this is an experiment today.
And speaking of trying, I have no clue. I don't smoke, trickle smoke either. Yeah, neither do I. But it's interesting to watch and have them discuss it. I don't even know there was so much depth to what type of drink you drink and how you pair it with the different cigars. I didn't actually know that was a thing. I just assumed everyone liked their own particular brand of cigars and everyone liked their own particular brand of drink, which probably all just tastes the same. Apparently, there's a lot of nuance to this, which I was completely unfamiliar with. But be that as it may, I mean, these are non-alcoholic drinks, which means I would probably be willing to give some of them a try. Maybe I can go to Sally's Mojito Bar. Maybe he's got a couple of those sitting, in the cellar that he can pop some off, put it in a nice little glass with some ice for me. Also, am I a monster if I drink orange juice with ice inside of a wine glass? Is that some kind of heresy in the drinking world, or am I Gucci? Oh yeah, it's kind of like there's pairings of booze with foods and all that. Gastronomy is pretty wild. Excuse me. Well, there goes my that's my knowledge of gastronomy right there. A burp. Sounds European. Well, I am technically speaking descended from Europeans. Being an Afrikaner and all that. I didn't know you could actually pair booze with certain foods. I didn't even know that because I don't drink. And the one time that I did was by complete accident. And I don't know if I've ever actually told this story to you guys specifically, but I know I've mentioned it a couple of times where I was at a friend's 21st birthday party. They know I don't drink fizzy, they know I don't drink alcohol, so I asked one of the guests, hey, is there any fruit juice I can have because I'm thirsty? They're like, here, sure. And they showed me some juice. I tasted it. It tastes like a pretty foul fruit punch, but I thought, you know what? Let's not be disrespectful. Let's just, gratefully drink, as is custom down here. Eat what's on the plate, drink what's in the cup. Don't ask questions, always be grateful. And so an hour goes by, I'm like, okay, I'm thirsty again, drink another one. 3, 4 hours later into the party, I've now finished it, I've had 6 big glasses. And then the hostess comes out and, with the empty containers, demands from the party guests who drank all the vodka. And at that moment, I knew I messed up. Because I finished the whole thing. Yeah, that was a big my bad. And that was the one and only time that I ever dabbled um, in the booze.
This is what we're doing. So for people out there that are watching this, experiment with cigars that you think might pair with it.
Some drinks are better for helping with digesting the food it's paired with or complementing flavor profiles. What on earth is a flavor profile?
We gave you a little background into what that beverage tasted like.
Yep.
What's a flavor profile of a strawberry? Pink? What? Flavor profile is such a foreign concept to me. It's actually insane. How little do I know of food?
So, draw your own conclusions
Yeah.
and, try away.
Yep. So Maz, what's up next?
So next up, we're switching up a little bit. We're going to go a little fuller flavor. We're going to do the Tennyson
Tart?
Black Ginger.
Soury sweet combo? What? Bro, to me it just tastes like strawberry. I don't know what you're talking about. Black ginger. Okay, this one's interesting. I'm actually not a fan of ginger, by the way. I don't like ginger, but that concoction over there does look a little bit tasty. I'd be keen to give it a try.
Wow. So for me, big spice bomb right off the bat. That
Ginger.
ginger spice bomb.
Yeah,
paired
ginger is a
with
bit
the,
too strong for
Oliva
me.
V double robusto. I probably would have chose something different now that I'm drinking this.
Right.
The spice and the leather of the cigar. You lose.
Ratatouille watch along, you will be gourmet yet. Actually, I think that's a pretty good idea. We should totally have a Ratatouille watch along. I mean, I haven't seen that movie in years. I just remember that the rat's name is Remy, and what else do I remember? Oh yeah, I remember the gif of the guy reading the letter or something, and then like he frantically reads more and more across the paragraph, because like that's been a meme instance forever. But I don't actually remember a lot of the movie. Maybe we should do a watch along. Maybe then I can understand the whole vibe that these people are going for here.
Lose a little bit of it with the spice of the drink that we're having here, the Tennyson.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, going into it, I knew I wanted to smoke a Perdomo 30th anniversary. It's a new blend by Nick Perdomo. It has 15 years of age on it. I've been really enjoying it lately. As a matter of fact, I almost chose the sun-grown variation. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to go with the Maduro. Obviously, I know it has natural sweetness to it, kind of notes of coffee and chocolate, which I
Ooh, I do love chocolate and no, wait, hold up. I thought the rat's name was Ratatouille. No, Malto. See, the name of the dish that he makes, I think at the end of the movie that he feeds to that, I don't know, the random French critic, was Ratatouille, which I think is supposed to be like a peasant's dish, which supposedly gave him like a very overwhelming wave of nostalgia. Gave him memories and flashbacks of like, when he was hurt from riding his bicycle, his mom would give him some ratatouille. The actual rats, I believe, is Remy. I could be mistaken, but I think it's Remy.
love in a cigar, right? And I was already thinking ahead, even though I never had the Tennyson, it obviously has ginger notes to it. And as you said, it is definitely more in your face ginger spice. But I have to say, I absolutely love the fact that it's really there and pronounced. And the way it pairs with this Maduro, not that it went well together with the 30th anniversary Sungrown, but I think the Maduro, because of its inherent sweetness, complements this beverage better.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, choosing a Maduro wrapper with this drink,
Yeah.
I think would have went perfect.
Yeah, because like with the
So here's the real question, guys. If I don't drink or smoke, what do I pair these drinks with? Ego, the critic. Oh, there we go. His name was Ego. Interesting. And yeah, ratatouille is a more common folk dish. Remy, oh, it's R-E-M-I. I thought it was R-E-M-M-Y, aka Jean Ratatouille. Jean Ratatouille? What? Is the rat? Okay, okay, I see.
Oliva, you have more spice with that cigar. You know, Habano wrapper. You know, we always talk about like it's very coffee forward too, but coffee and like ginger. That were, you know what I'm saying? Like even though this has sweet notes,
Like I've gone to coffee shops and I saw they were offering some ginger cup thingy, like abomination. I was like, nope, ain't no way I'm trying that. Actually reminds you of like when we went to the coffee shop like a couple of weeks ago. Mom was like, "What do you want to order?" I'm like, "Cafe mocha, please." Don't you want to try something else? I'm like, "Nope." But you might like it. Nope. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you like it, don't try something else. I literally go into the restaurant and I order the same dish that I've been ordering for the past 20 years. And that's just how I am. John Ratatouille, my favorite Pixar character, truly is one of the legends. Oops, it's Remy. I was close? Okay, I looks like I was close, or at least proposed that it was R-E-M-M-Y. Turns out it's only one M.
right? Of kind of like chocolate and coffee. There's coffee there, but that sweet note of that chocolatey note, that's what rounds out this pairing for me.
I mean, this drink here actually overpowers this cigar, believe it or not.
No, I could see what you're talking about.
So, Fisa, what does one do when one wants to consume, some of these drinks but does not smoke? Would I have to, I don't know, pick out a complementing piece of bubble gum, to go with it, or maybe a snack or a piece of food?
You know what this reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like a flat ginger beer. You know, ginger beer is very ginger forward with cherry notes to it too, right? So that's the way I would describe it.
Oh yeah, just a fun fact about me. Cherry has got to be one of my favorite flavors of just about anything. Like if I want a sucker, cherry. If I want a slush puppy, cherry. I just really like cherry. I would say go for a mix with food in that case or snacks. Nice. So, in your expert opinion, what drink would you say complements biltong really well?
If someone says, what is that like?
Right.
And I think having a cigar with natural sweetness to cut that ginger note, because it's almost like, you eat sushi, right? Put wasabi in there. It really dominates the palate. And obviously you need balance in the food you're eating, right? And you need balance when you're talking about pairings. But I think, with the cigar you're smoking, the Oliva Serie V original, obviously has Habano wrapper. A lot of leather, a lot of spice. So I see what you're saying. You think they're kind of getting in each other's way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that drink definitely overpowers the cigar for me. So it's something that I wouldn't pick up again. I would definitely like trying it with maybe, a really good Maduro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think, if I had to make a recommendation to anyone out there that's never had this beverage before and are thinking about putting a pairing together, I would say whatever cigar you get natural sweetness from, mostly Maduros, I usually get that, or even Cameroon, you can try Cameroon. I think you need that to balance out this beverage. But flavor-wise, it's right in my wheelhouse. Like, I love wasabi, I love ginger.
I don't like either. Non-alcoholic wise, is seeing herbal tea is the way to go for it. I got no idea on the drinks these lads go through. I see, interesting. Hold up. Mom sent me a message. Let me see what it is. Oh, goodness me. Hold up. We got a job at a bookstore. A couple of ways away from me. I should apply. Salute, bless you, danke.
I love those strong notes.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have a sweetness to accompany it and kind of like, marry with it, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much with a spicy cigar for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
But I have to say, all through the process so far, I am pleasantly surprised how much
Wait, there's only three drinks? Oh, I thought there was going to be a fourth
I
one.
really enjoy these
Maybe they'll bring out a secret
non-alcoholic
one.
pairings that we're doing. I know obviously you're not a clove fan, so the other one that was botanical, the seedlip was not for you per se.
Yeah.
But in all the years I've been putting cigars together
Bro, what is... I just noticed he's got pink socks? Brother, I'm noticing the thigh highs here. What's happening? What's happening?
with liquor and spirits, I never really thought about seeking out these kind of beverages to go along with cigars.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. The thought never really crossed my mind.
Yeah, we've done coffee, we've done all kinds of espresso, we talked about colas, which I thoroughly enjoy too. But I'm really pleasantly surprised how much I'm enjoying these.
Yeah, I agree.
So I know you didn't have great luck with your pairing there because the cigar kind of conflicted with the spice of that ginger because you have a spicy cigar. But I think you're really going to like our last pairing.
Cool.
Ooh, they got another
So
one?
Fosh, the final drink,
The Curiosity
Fenman's
Cola.
Curiosity Cola.
I actually don't like cola. Just like the taste of it is just blah. Oh wow, just straight out the bottle. Okay, interesting. Thought they were gonna go for a glass.
What do you
Apparently
think?
not.
Excellent choice.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's right in my wheelhouse. A little bit of sweetness, very herbal, very
Yeah.
herbal to it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Very herbal taste.
Oh hey Vox,
I
what's
think
up,
this
man?
is perfect with the cigar that I'm smoking. It's got a little bit of spice to it. And then that sweetness of the cola.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it does.
I'm actually reminded. Speaking of the cola, like when I had my I think it was a couple of years ago. My girlfriend asked me if I want to drink something. I said yeah. She's like, well, what do you drink? I'm like, I don't drink Coke. I don't drink any fizzy thing. Just give me some juice. She goes inside. I wait 10 minutes. Comes back outside, and she hands me a glass of Coca-Cola. I was like, woman, I specifically said, do not the cola, and she did the cola. Not much. I'm trying to figure out what's this meant to be. Well, I suppose that depends on what exactly you're referring to.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's something that it's also nostalgic.
Yeah.
Reminds me of when I was a kid on the corner.
Glass bottle.
Drinking a cola. Yeah.
Yeah, right? For me, it tastes almost like, in a good way, a flat cola.
I
right?
agree.
No carbonation to it, but I get the
I've actually tasted flat cola before. I don't like either the flat nor the carbonated cola. Maybe cola's just not for me. But not gonna lie, given what they said about the cherry with the Gia, I think out of the four drinks, I'll probably go for that one first. What I paired with, because I don't smoke, I'm not sure, but I definitely think that there's probably something that I can pair with it. Maybe something, salty, like salty cracks, or some nice spicy dried meat, like biltong. Ooh, actually, drubos. I think drubos would go really nicely with that. Come to think of it.
those botanicals, that herbal quality to it, but that classic cola flavor. And I think sometimes when you're drinking like a cola that has a lot of carbonation in it, it kind of messes with your palate, right? It kind of
Hold up, hold up. I'm trying to figure out why someone who doesn't smoke is watching an alcohol and cigar review. Interesting though. Well, I don't smoke nor drink, but these are non-alcoholic cigar pairings, and that is the primary reason that this was recommended to me because I don't drink alcohol. One of my chatters thought it'd be a nice idea to show me a couple of drinks that aren't alcoholic that I can maybe try out. And well, out of the four, I really want to try this Gia one, and I don't think he knew that I don't smoke though, which is very interesting. But I did learn a lot about the interactions between a drink and a cigar, like how one of my kick chatters explained to me how there are certain, what was the word? I think it was flavor palettes. No, no. Let me quickly scroll up. Uh, there was a word he used to describe it. Oh yeah, flavor profiles. There we go. That was the word. How they have their different flavor profiles of the drink and the cigar, and how different cigars and different drinks can complement each other. I had no idea that was even a thing. Like I just assumed all cigars, tasted like burnt tobacco. Apparently that's not quite the case, which I think was pretty enlightening. But I think you could probably extend this logic to just different types of you know, foods and drinks as well, whether it's different ingredients more pieces in a dish, or different drinks with different dishes, etc., etc. So I think I definitely learned a lot about, just flavors and drinks here in this. Makes sense? Awesome. I'm glad that we finally cleared the air on that.
Tingles your palate. It kind of messes with the taste.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the honestly the cola, true cola flavor without the carbonation with this.
Right.
There's got to be a little bit of ginger in there because there's something that's cutting that
Drinking
cola
and not
sweetness.
smoking?
Yes, yeah, I get that too.
So
Not
Definitely
poggers.
something
Oh,
else
drinking
on the
and smoking.
palate.
Hold up. I don't drink and I don't smoke, Dennis. Do not tell me the not poggers. I am very poggers. I don't drink nor smoke.
actually, you know what? It does have some ginger in it.
Okay.
It says ginger root.
Right.
So which is good because it gives it balance. But it's not the first note you taste.
No, not at all. What do you think, with the cigar you chose?
You know what? I like the pairing. You know, at first I was thinking to myself, maybe with the Curiosity Cola, because it is sweet. It
Also,
has those
hey,
cola
Dennis,
notes
man,
to
how you
it,
doing?
that it might not really pair well with this Perdomo 30th Anniversary Maduro, because again, I get natural sweetness from the cigar. But it complements it really well. That little bit of bite of ginger that's in there to kind of cut the sweetness of the cola flavor. It really is a very complex cola. It sounds weird
Yeah,
to say,
definitely.
right? It's not your, it's not your average
Exquisitely
cola, for
crafted.
sure.
Ooh. So, yeah.
By the way, speaking of not only flavor, we're talking about packaging. You said it's nostalgic, glass bottle cola. I have to say, the packaging in all the beverages we're drinking today, all the non-alcoholic beverages,
I feel like the packaging, this one's logo definitely takes S tier for me. I mean, not because it's shaped like an S, but I just feel like the way they made the plants turn into this like little animal over here, I think it just looks absolutely amazing. And in terms of what I'd actually try, this 100%. I'm good. Had a coffee. Now I feel like good. I want to have a nap. Rah. Just comrade, drink some vodka and you will be 100% better. Or something. I don't know how to help this man. Someone help him. Yeah, the seed lip looks legit. I agree. I agree. I would still try it though. Like I would try all of these, but if I had to rank them, I'd probably put Gios first, maybe seed lip a second, and then these three could be like tied for third. Yep, you beep words exactly like Chris Chan. Omega lol. How dare you compare me to Chris Chan? Listen, how about I bring a Sonichu medallion and I put it over my VTuber's model's neck? And then maybe I will cause the great convergence of the universes or whatever other nonsense he keeps spouting.
it's something that for me, I would proudly display at
Yeah.
home next to my humidor, right? Beautiful packaging. When you look at that, I mean, if someone came into your house, they would never know it's a non-alcoholic
Right.
beverage, and it presents itself well, outstanding flavor profiles. So I'm glad we did this experiment today.
Yeah, me too. And this is something, I think I'm going to have in my arsenal in the fridge.
This
The
Yeah,
arsenal.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
You will summon the collabs with female VTubers real. Oh goodness me. I've already had one collab with a female VTuber, and let's just say that it has done irreparable damage to my ears. All four of them. Like the way she was screeching during that repo collab, man. I'm not sure we should ever do one of those ever again. I'm just kidding. No hate to Saturn Senshi. She's great.
I don't drink much cola, but, for something different, I think this is perfect. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I personally, I enjoyed them all, but I mean, I learned a lot today.
Yeah,
I
me
really
too.
learned. I learned.
I'm surprised
that,
how much
you know,
I
I don't
learned.
necessarily have to have, liquor as a pairing with a cigar. I really learned that, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the pairings today. Because we always talk about like
The
wanting
best
to challenge your
Wendigo?
palate.
Yeah,
And
she's
not
really
going
cool.
into it not knowing what these tasted like, we knew what the cigars would taste like.
Right.
Was a really interesting exercise to me.
Yeah, and I never thought to do anything like this, with non-alcoholic beverages. So, it was something different that we did, and
I mean, I know these guys are, they basically rank cigars with stuff, but it would be really nice if they could have an episode dedicated to non-alcoholic pairings and non-smoking pairings. I think that would be the perfect video for me. I gotta see what, flavor profiles are out there for my palate to try, my tongue to try. My tongue. Oh, you know what? The lingo is completely beyond me. I'm like caveman. Unga bunga. Eat the chicken. That's me. Hello, Fisali. It's like seeing a neighbor across the road, but it's chat. Yeah, pretty much. Also, for some reason, like the kick chat just doesn't disappear like the Twitch one does. I'll have to fix that. It's just like perma stuck, unlike the top left. Yeah, it's a bit of a my bad.
I really enjoyed it.
So we have to do it again.
Oh, absolutely,
Right?
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Karshe Yamero. Hello,
So hopefully you
neighbors.
enjoyed the
Hello.
video. You enjoyed our choices for non-alcoholic beverages to go along with.
Why does he look like that one scientist who says I'm not Tony Stark in what was it? Iron Man 1? I'm pretty sure it was this guy, right?
Cigars, but drop us a comment. Let us know what your favorite non-alcoholic beverage is to have with a cigar. But before
Well, I don't have one for with a cigar, but favorite non-alcoholic beverage 100% has got to be ice cold, pure 100% homegrown orange juice. There is no superior to it, unfortunately for you guys. It's just too good.
we depart, make sure you hit that like button.
Smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you here next time.
Cheers, homies. I definitely want to try the Gia. That looks pretty cool. Milk, personally? Okay, we got ourselves a milk enjoyer. That's interesting. Normally, I see milk as something that usually everybody enjoys, but this is the first time I've heard of it being a favorite. That's pretty interesting. Maybe that's him truly. After he got insulted by that evil Baldy, he became a businessman who talks about all his stuff. Maybe you actually might have a point, you know. Maybe after, that humiliation, he decided, to step up his game. Now he's got his own business. He's got his own money rolling in. He's got his own show on YouTube. He's doing pretty well for himself. I'm proud of this guy. Definite props to him. Also, who pinged me in the Discord? Who was that? Whomst? Show yourself.